Drink some drinks. Okay. This is a hot topic. At least I would assume it is somewhere in the UFO community. This government whistleblower that just came out recently didn't really say anything new. Just said, it's real, yada yada yada, no proof. And then we had this alien sighting with no proof in Las Vegas. Which it does feel like there was something there because they were all afraid, so something was up there. But it's still kind of weird how it just some things about it just are. Is it a government psyop though? I don't know. It's not. It's not clear, but it is kind of funny how those two happen. And we have the wildfires going on, so we're like in some kind of weird zone at this point. So I don't know. It's really hard to say. It's just we have to wait and see where it plays out. Obviously, if the government's doing their own thing, it's whatever. It's just we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, it's not clear if anything is going to happen in the future. Those timelines are blocked. Tapping into something like that, I'll see what I can do to channel it, but I'm not holding my breath on that one either. I mean, obviously the government's not going to bring out anything that is useful. It's like they're going to constantly deny everything. That doesn't mean they're not working behind the scenes on some of this. It's just, it's just kind of odd. This whole thing is, I mean, the Las Vegas situation feels real, but I was surprised how it didn't get shut down, pulled from the media, and just blacked out just like that. It's just kind of strange. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. If there's nothing, if you just have this guy that's talking about, it's all real, but there's no proof. It's like, whatever. It's the same old. And that's all we got. Just that guy is going to be talking. They'll talk about, obviously Las Vegas will probably be buried unless something else happens with that. It's kind of like it's just not. It's not really showing anything right now. We just have to wait and see. Most likely, nothing will happen. And I mean, you might have another whistleblower pop up and say nothing. I mean, if they start like showing pictures and stuff, that will, like a whistleblower starts doing that. I don't feel like if there's an alien sighting, they're actually like, are they going to show a creature being? They could, but I'm not sure if they'll actually go ahead and do it. They might, like a real one. It doesn't mean it's a psyop though. There's different ways of looking at it. Like, they can just black this out and then just shelve it or just let it happen. So there's some psyop energy there. Possibly. It's just not clear. Nothing's clear. But the Las Vegas one feels very authentic. If it's fake, they're doing one hell of a job. I don't feel like that's the case though. Like I said, it can be some kind of government, behind the scenes on that. I don't know. There's a possibility, but because agencies and all, they can do stuff like that. They can, who knows what they'll do, pull their alien out of prison, and then send them to Las Vegas or something. There's a possibility of that. If it's government, I don't know. It feels more. It feels more authentic. It feels like it's a real thing. Maybe that's a vibe because it's so freaking weird. So it feels like so out of the blue. I don't think the government's that smart, but but it is it went into the media and everything, which I'm kind of surprised it did. So I don't know. Just have to wait and see. I mean, it could be fake. It doesn't feel if it is really done really well. If it's fake, it's done very well because it feels like the fear on it, the fear that people have is very authentic. Um, and I don't just see why they would do that, because I don't think it's just the energy of it feels very real. The energy of those people seeing that thing is like, why in the hell would you? It just it feels very real. So it's a CIA thing. It can always be that. I mean, there's a possibility, but because I'm not getting a vibe of yes or no, but that doesn't mean that they're involved with it though. So, and this other guy that's out there talking, like whatever, oh yeah, it's all real, yada yada yada. Have every interview say the same thing over and over again. It's like okay, whatever. And then the Pentagon's denying everything. So, if they start showing pictures and stuff like that, which you might be heading into that direct, maybe not yet. Yeah, it's just whatever agenda they have for this, it's not clear. So I don't know. So if nothing happens for a while, which probably will, I don't know. Yeah, because these two things happen pretty quickly. So of course the Los Angeles thing happened, or Las Vegas happened a while ago. It just finally hit the news, I guess. So I don't know. Just have to feel it out. Just have to see where it plays out. I mean, most likely nothing will happen. And we'll just go back to our same old. So we'll just be talking about this over and over again, talk about it to death, and nothing will happen. Yeah, the UFO community, some in there can get like overly excited. Just get really interesting. So we'll see. Yeah, it's interesting. You got a notification here. Let's look at something here. Anyway, yeah, same old. Oh yeah. So cat and rat wars. So this is more galactically. I'm surprised I didn't think about this before. Just the cats and the just we'll just tap into that for those that need a feline injection of felineness. Cats and rats, and just them going at it, because cats are pretty much predators here. And it doesn't mean they're not like that in the alien worlds too. So you have humanoid cats, you have humanoid rat beings, and let that one sink in. So, of course, I think birds eat rats too, right? And rats are not fun to be around. So, yeah, rats are kind of like your mastermind. They're kind of like your mad scientists. They have that vibe. They have a scientific mind. They really do. You put in the human form a rat person. Now some are good and some are fucking evil. So just putting that out. Yeah, some people might have a boss that's a freaking rat. So it doesn't mean that they're like ratting out on people, but some can, some do. Anyway. And then Stanley Kubrick, I think I pronounced that right. I haven't done a channeling on him in ages, so I don't know, his energy showed up recently, so something different. There's more South America stuff I want to go into eventually. But with this whole cat and rat thing, I have to tap into that. Give her some perspective of it. So, they're talking about the reptilians causing trouble. Yeah. All right, so I'm talking to come prep sessions. Scheduler. We have a shop here. With the webinar, we have social network behind the scenes and the archive. I might start updating that eventually. And So we'll go into this real quick. So yeah, Las Vegas. I keep wanting to say Los Angeles. Las Vegas family claims to see aliens after several report something falling from the sky. So yeah, so they're kind of burying it too. I saw somebody said it was a 10-foot being. So it was a human, big eyes. What? So yeah, I mean that's cool. That's coming out more. So we'll see where that goes. I don't know. I'm so nervous right now. One officer said, "I had butterflies, bro." Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it just something. It just I don't feel like there's government behind the. I mean, there could be, but jeez. Okay, yeah, it's a backyard where it happens somewhere, wherever that. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it feels very real. So I don't know if a Psyop is that smart, but who knows? And whistleblower claims the U.S. had there's no proof of anything, and that's this guy here, and this guy's just going to sing the same song over and over again. I don't think he's going to give anybody anything new. I'm not feeling that. Is this a psyop? It can easily be. I guess you have to see where it goes, but who knows? Just kind of tired of it. Same old story. I mean, it might show you some. There's no meat to any of it. It doesn't feel like there is. So, all right. All right, we're going to the UFO psyop stuff and the cats and Stanley Kubrick. So, blessings. Greetings, Galactic Federation. Believe as you want to. Is your government planning on? No, they're not. You could say there's things happening here not according to plan. This, as for Las Vegas, there's no government intervention. They're not that smart. Now, some might say it's the government because they have some kind of victim energy they have to deal with between themselves and the government. So, and some are just very good at being conspiracy theorists. As for the whistleblower, that is not government either. I mean, yes, it is a government person, but that is not something they want out there either. So this person's kind of, you say, derailing some of their projects, or it's like shedding light on the darkness that's there. Obviously, they'd like to do more. So there is obviously a government insider energy there, of course, but not part of the main cover up. This is basically shedding light, kind of, you could say, pushing for more disclosure, but not. Now, some might spin it to say it's a negative thing, but it's actually to help humans evolve. It's just only so much you can do. Obviously, he says things he should not be saying. I mean, he's saying what he's allowed to say. Obviously, if he crosses the line, yeah, you most likely be in jail, or more to it than that. So there is a positive energy around that. It's just there's only so far I can go, but it is bringing more light to the Pentagon, and that they don't want it. They want to actually bury a lot of this, and just bring it up when they're ready. And this guy that came in is causing them a lot of trouble, actually. Well, it's not a lot of trouble. It's it's not helping the government agenda. Let's put it that way. Now they might spin it to have it, but not right now. No, they just want him to shut up. So and now they look kind of embarrassed. The government officials, they look kind of embarrassed if they're asked about this. It's like, okay, we're getting into territory we don't need to be in. And instead of just saying I don't know all the time, now they have to. I mean, they have to up the ante on the I don't know agendas, and then they're actually quite irritated by it. So, so there is truth there. Yes, it's not exactly as some of you like more, yes, meat of what's happening. It's more deeper energy. So, of course, there's different ways of looking at all these stories, and some are going to see it the way they want to see it. So that's quite fine, also. But yes, you're living in strange times, as you always have. But is this like the alien disclosure? Like, it's it is more toned down at this point. Yes, you say, the energy, they're testing, it's like they're testing the waves of how much humanity can take. I mean, most people are not going to care. You can show all the alien pictures you want. Many people could care less. So, and others will be devoted to it. This is it. And most of your population just wants to get on with their lives. It's not helping them in their lives. It's not helping them pay their bills, helping them raise kids. It's not doing any of those things. It's just there. If it was helping them in their daily lives, and then they'll start paying attention to it. Yes, if gas prices go down because of it, or they have less stress in their lives, then they might start caring. So just realize that most people don't care. Many in the UFO community care deeply, but most society is just not that interested. So that's this. Greetings. We have a few lines from Lyra. Yes, the cat beings and the rat energies. The rat beings are kind of similar to like a reptilian energy. But yes, very mentally powerful, you can say. Of course, cats are powerful also. But you can say the rat was created, through laboratory experiments itself. Of course, there's always been like organic rats that were actually halfway decent, and then became more weaponized. And so, even the felines, the early felines didn't necessarily, need claws. You can say, like you can say they can do a lot of things without claws, but they're more of a fourth dimensional energy. Like they just had an energy. I know it sounds a little strange, but they had the energy to just grab onto things and do things without the claws. But as it became more physical, they needed more of the claws, and also to defend themselves. Ears became more stronger, tail became longer because somebody's trying to kick your ass. So just and especially on this world, I mean, there are cats that just don't, they don't have claws. They have a paw, of course, but those are kind of like they don't have all the. Of course, there are cats also with hands like you too. Those different versions of feline beings, but they'd be surprised how many do not need claws at all. Of course, they're living in a more peaceful environment. If they're not longer in a peaceful environment, yes, they're going to evolve with some kind of weapon to protect themselves. So yeah, they don't have the need to claw anything. I mean, they touch things and they can feel the vibrations of it. But here, obviously, the claws just you're sharpening your knives, you could say, for protection purposes on your planet. So, and the rats were weaponized, and of course, even the felines have been hybridized, been changed themselves. So you can have rat beings that are living a calm, peaceful life, and you have this feline being that comes in that's been manipulated and caused a lot of trouble for them. And now all the other cats have to deal with the rats. So, there has been a time when rats and cats got along with each other. There's been places for that, and then some just ruin it for everybody. Just like anything else. So, but rats can be more psychotic than any type of reptilian being. Like they don't care. Kind of like a cosmic kamikaze type of energy. It's attack, you don't care what happens to itself. So, but they are usually mentally pretty powerful. Reptilians are also, but rat beings are kind of harder to find sometimes. They can vanish very quickly, as you can see on your planet. Of course, when they show up on your world, people like freak out for good reason. Yeah, they get together and they can cause all kinds of hell. So you don't really hear that from. I mean, reptilians, yes, depending. I mean, you can have a cobra that can be very intimidating. But when you have a bunch of rats that get together, you don't see many crocodiles get together. Of course, sometimes that does happen. Depending on what pond you're in, or like a lake bed. Yeah, they can get together and start, causing some trouble. But rats can be just as vicious in their own way, in their own, you know, yeah. They're just a little guy. They're not huge. If you had giant rats here, like 6 foot tall, yeah, you'd be talking a different tone here. If they're like as big as a kangaroo, yeah, be thankful that's not here. There are realities, yes. Sorry to bring that into your environment. Doesn't mean that'll happen here, but it gives you an idea of what some of the cat beings are dealing with. So you're dealing with like a miniature version of it. Think about a larger scale of that. Yes. So bringing some this. I'm the consciousness of Stanley Kubrick. Right now, I'm healing. Yes, healing your energies, but also I was here to bring out some of your mysteries of your world, but not to completely make it clear to you what's happening here. It just it's like reading between the lines. That's what you can say. That's why I work so long on some of my on all my projects. It's like there's one meaning after the other. So yeah, it's like a painter when you're painting very, very slowly. Little details here and there. It's like painting like you're doing a portrait, painting the eye. And you're going through all the details of the eye, even the retina, and you're just really just kind of like grabbing your audience. But does your audience even know what to think of it? 2001 Odyssey, many did not know what to think of that. They're still trying to figure it out. It's like, kind of like a coded message. There is alien energies there, but not your typical alien frequency. It just, it doesn't always have to be a person in a costume. It can be a thing. And you're dealing with artificial intelligence here also. So you can say it was mostly about artificial intelligence. You connected to other lives and learning more about yourself. So is AI going to take over your world? It's like anything. It can absorb it. It's going to absorb it as much because it's trying to learn. So it's trying to, find its place here. And if you want to let it take over, it will. But not always it's trying to be on a negative level. It's just doing what's here. It's just doing what it can do. It just like anybody else. It's like you go into a house, you didn't know somebody was living there, and you just start living there and didn't realize someone else already lived there. So it's kind of like that. It's just kind of maybe you're intruding, but you're just being yourself overall. So my energies aren't always supposed to be fully understood. But basically, like I said, there's hidden meanings in everything that I did, and they'll probably never figure out everything. Yes, I am connected to the moon landing energies. As we're explaining that, I'll let you figure that one out. Is there falsification to moon landings? Of course. Well, yes, as some of you know, they found things there that they don't want to explain. So you can say they're also covering up what they found. And you can say they're still trying to figure out what they discovered there. So obviously China's there and all that, but either way. But yeah, so there's always going to be some kind of cover up, government wise. For anything, even personal lives are covering up things for whatever reason. So But Virginia, your energy is here just to continue to explore yourself, expressing yourself. You don't have to be figured out, but sometimes it's good to have a sense of mystery. Mystery is everything here.